For joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. For the Miami Heat, they are coming off a good outing against the Timberwolves in Minnesota. It was just a textbook performance. That game was all theirs. Once they got it going, it was full speed ahead.
And the deciding factor in that one was their success from the floor. I mean, they just hit big shots time and time again.
Yeah, just the way you want it when you're the road team. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into it.
So here's Miami's starting group. The big men are Bosh and Whiteside. Wade and Dang are the 2 and 3. And it's Dragic in at the point guard position. Milwaukee shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
So it's Miami now. It's a three-point game. Whiteside a screen. Wade kicks to Dragic. Bosh sets the pick for Dragic. And it's Dang in the corner. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. And for Goran Dragic, so incredibly efficient on the offensive end over the last couple years, whether with Phoenix or Miami, he's really upped his game.
You know, Kevin, it took him a few years to kind of get comfortable in the NBA, much like the great Steve Nash, who had his struggles early in his career. Now the game is kind of slowed down for him. He's not forcing as much, and it has certainly paid off.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. He dishes it to Whiteside. Whiteside a screen on Jordan. The drive by Wade. Dang gets a wide open look. That three off the mark. Miami on defense. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Milwaukee team.
And last season, they had a really tough go of it with this team.
Yeah, you can say that again. You don't have to literally say it again, but I know what you mean. Got swept in the season series. Two teams of roughly equal talent on conference foes. They're hoping to strike back this time.
Bosh sets the pick for Wade. Got a piece of it. Dragic against Jordan. Ring shot on the way. And another basket for Milwaukee.
What a nice touch that time from Michael Jordan.
For Miami, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Dragic dishes the Bosh. It's stolen by Davis. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Now guarded by Dragic. Antetokounmpo with the ball. 6 to shoot. And another basket for Milwaukee.
5 of 5 to start the game, and it might be the second quarter before they miss the way they're knocking these shots down. Boy, everything's pure.
Bosh a screen on Antetokounmpo. And there's the feed to Whiteside. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Jordan's got his third basket of the night.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Well, you look back at the 2015 Heat, and the injuries are what probably brought that team down. We can go from Chris Bosh with the debilitating blood clot on his lung and on and on and on. The loss, of course, which was not an injury, of LeBron James. There are a lot of moving parts with that team.
And that's a great point, Kevin. If you take any star off a team, things are going to get difficult. It was impressive that the Heat still managed to stay competitive once Bosh went out.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. James checked in for Anthony Davis. Durant comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Wright, he's checked in for Michael Jordan. And it's Wright in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Now here's Dragic. 9-point game his last outing. Back to Whiteside. Wade outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on the general. That is his first foul of the game.
You know, Bosh was the big injury hit for the Heat, but they had a lot of other injuries as well. I mean, had to use 31 different starting lineups last season, and 20 different players started at least one game.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside. And Winslow subbed in for Luol Deng.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Looking to end the drought, and Wade with the lay-in. Wade's got his first bucket of the night.
And injuries are something that you can't plan for, but you can prepare for them. And hopefully that he can avoid injury woes this season. If they can, they at least have players who have been through that struggle last year.
Dragic the pass to Wade. The drive by Bosch. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
A different look for Miami. Johnson comes in for Chris Bosch. And it's Richardson in for Dwayne Wade. Here's Durant. And again, it's Milwaukee converted.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Well, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
On the wing, Johnson. Covered by LeBron. Johnson goes in. Dragic with a wide open look. Misses the three. So for Milwaukee, their last game, a win against New Orleans.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way. And that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
Here's Dragic. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Stoudemire left side. 13 feet away. That's short off the rim.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, it really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
Now here's LeBron looking for his first basket still in this one. From deep three-point range, but they get it back. Durant kicks to right. James outside. Goes back up, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
He couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Milwaukee leads by 19, and we'll be back right after this.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
A lot of tough D being played by them so far. It's been the difference maker.
Greg, no uncontested shots for the most part. That's why they've had success.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Wade and Deng are the 2 and 3. The big men are Bosch and Whiteside. And it's Richardson in at the point. Here's Wright. Rips down the breakaway slam.
That is as athletic a move as you're going to see right there, folks. Unbelievable.
Clark, what about the hang time?
You're talking about hang time. That fella had helium in those shoes.
And you're going to need some hang time to pull off that kind of a 360.
Tries from 16. Wade gets the bucket.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Well, one thing that you can always say about Dwayne Wade is that he is at his best when the game is on the line. He truly lives for the big moments.
He does, and Wade has been in so many of those big moments over the course of his career. 5 trips to the NBA Finals, and he really does thrive under pressure.
Richardson dishes to Bosch. And it's Wade penetrating. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And a great stretch of games here for Wade at the end of last A great stretch of games for Wade at the end of last season. I mean, he turned back the clock, if you will, for a while and really helped carry this Heat team.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Yeah, Greg, you know, I remember that stretch with Wade you're talking about. It seems like he finally now feels healthy, Clark, and it shows.
Wade himself said, Kevin, it was the best he felt in a couple of years. Health is such a big factor for him, given how he plays and selectively now likes to attack the rim.
And Wright kicks to LeBron. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
James has gone 2 of 3 from the field.
Timeout. Timeout. Start it.
And the Heat call time here. Well, LeBron had kind of a slow start to his. Season has returned to Cleveland last year.
Yeah, he got off to a bit of a slow start. He had some nagging type injuries, but things turned around and LeBron was eventually able to get the clubhouse atmosphere where he wanted.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address his team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Bosch. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. He said also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. I'm sure Coach is hoping those changes turn the tide in this game and shrink the deficit before halftime. Back to you, Kevin.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris.
And that atmosphere that LeBron was after, I mean, he described it as wanting a family-like atmosphere.
Right side, no good.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
And to touch on the Cleveland atmosphere, you know, you can see as the season unfolded, it became a big part of what LeBron was able to accomplish in Miami, starting to work itself into that roster.
Goran Dragic is checked in for Richardson. And so here is Miami. Dragic kicks to Bosch. Shot to stop the run. Rebound, Milwaukee.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Durant with a wide open look. And another basket for Milwaukee.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder, how much can they win by?
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it. In part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on the general. A different look for Miami. Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside. Johnson comes in for Chris Bosh. And Winslow subbed in for Luol Deng. Johnson, the pass to Dragic. Johnson the screen, and it's Dragic off the drive. He got right to the cup using that screen.
Well, Johnson set a terrific screen that time.
Here's Wright. Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 13-4 run right now. The dish to O'Neal. From 11 feet away, and another basket for Milwaukee.
Well, there's hot guys, and then there's really hot. They just can't miss.
You know, Greg, sometimes you'll see an individual guy go on a shooting tear like this, but the whole squad, wow.
And it's Wade penetrating. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Boy, they're really battling, guys. Not sitting back, being aggressive, attacking when they have the chance. I like that.
Man, I like their approach to the game right now. There's tremendous aggression on both ends, putting the onus on the officials.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you've played, and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
A different look from Milwaukee. Davis is checked in for Leonard. Antetokounmpo comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Jordan in for Wright. And Wright, here we go. Pass to Davis. Outside Jordan. From downtown, and he gets it to go. Jordan's got 10.
And that's going to increase the field goal percentage even more. They have a huge edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. I mean, they've been very patient offensively, and their shot selection has been superb.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket, and don't let them set up the defense.
Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 20-6 run. Davis sets a screen to the inside. And the rejection by Stoudemire. But they'll get another chance. Davis sets a screen. Just 5 to shoot. Antetokounmpo dishes to Jordan. Another shot. And another basket for Milwaukee.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
For Miami, they've gone 2 of 5 in the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. It's Dragic with the drive, and he gets the bucket. Dragic has got 4 points this quarter.
Guys, you're not going to hit that shot too often. That's high risk.
Milwaukee's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. Davis against Johnson. The 9-foot shot, and he gets it to go. Davis has got his first basket of the night.
And that's his go-to move right there in the low post.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Milwaukee on top, opening up a huge gap. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what an amazing performance the hometown fans are witnessing here tonight. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
Well, the bench came in and helped them run away with this one. Tremendous job of getting loose, getting open, and drilling shots. You always want that spark off the bench, and these guys delivered.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Heat?
Well, when you look at the opponent field goal percentage, that tells the whole story. They gave up way too many good looks. When they come out of the break, they got to play way tougher, Ernie. Get those hands up. Get in your opponent's face. Do something.
Just about time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll see you again at the Horn.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, anything can happen.
Jordan having a terrific game. He has 14 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
Heat shooting around 40% from the floor here. Davis is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Michael Jordan. Then there's the general. And it's Shaq in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Jordan against Dang. Outside Jordan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's Shaq. That's good on the assist by Jordan. Shaq's got his team on the board first here in the second half for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo on the double team. Whiteside sets the pick for Wade. Down low from 13. Whiteside, no good. And it's Milwaukee's ball. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. Anthony Davis, number 1. Second is Hassan Whiteside.
You know, between the two of them, these guys denied an awful lot of opportunities for their opponents. I mean, they did a terrific job of denying shots and protecting the paint.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Yao, he's checked in for Shaq, and it's Wright in for Wright.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer. And still, I don't know that anyone can define what Giannis's position is. It's kind of still up in the air. I mean, he's played mostly on the wing a season ago, and thus far, maybe that could end up being the best fit.
And here is Wright. 5 points in the game. Now, here's Yao. Puts up a 3. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Wright against Dragic, and it's Whiteside off the drive.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Dragic against Wright. Here's Antetokounmpo, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
And it's Dragic off the drive. Can't get it to go.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
And Jordan has it in the corner. And Whiteside sends it back. Dragic against Wright. Wade has the open look, and he overshot that one, missing. Here's Milwaukee now, stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Davis sets a screen. Dragic against Jordan. That doesn't go either for Jordan.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with a miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Here's Wright. He has 5. Davis sets a screen. Jordan kicks to Yao. Just 5 on the clock. Fades. And he wheels that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And I want to see more of that from him. I mean, he's been passing up on his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting the ones that he takes.
Passes today. It's stolen by Davis. One-on-one fast break. Here's Jordan, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way, and that one's good. Jordan's got 18 points. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
And a new group in for the Heat. Amari Stoudemire, he's checked in for Whiteside. Johnson comes in for Chris Bosh. Winslow's checked in for Luol Deng. And it's Richardson in for Dwayne Wade.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Jordan the pass to Davis. And it's good, assisting on the play with Jordan. Davis has got his second bucket of the night.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight. Really tough for this group right now, trying anything to stop the run.
And no matter what they've tried, it hasn't worked. I think they've just got to slow it down, idle it back, and get back to the basics.
Beyond the arc, the shot is off. Now Winslow kicks to Johnson. Miami no good on that time either.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
That will count. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Milwaukee on top, just dominating this one. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Winslow is out there with Johnson. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Stoudemire. And it's Richardson in at the 2 spot. Here's James. And the foul on Tyler Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. And James gets it to go. Heat shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Johnson against James. Dishes to Winslow. O'Neal with the rebound.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Wright dishes to O'Neal. 6 on the shot clock. Takes the turnaround J. Good.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Johnson kicks to Stoudemire. He feeds it to Richardson. Heat moving the ball around. And there's Joe Johnson on the assist by Richardson.
You know, I think anytime the shot comes from that range, the offense has done its job and done it well.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. And Wright kicks to LeBron. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. LeBron's got 4 points this quarter. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
Yeah, defensively, some really good pressure being applied, though, so you've got to give credit there. It seems like they've been rattled a little bit.
Greg, you think they've been rattled?
They have, Kevin, but that's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Josh McRoberts has checked in for Miami. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Wright with it. LeBron up top. Over to the left wing. 5 on the clock. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Johnson with it. Guarded now by Shaq. Johnson attacking. Again, the miss by Johnson.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
James, the pass to Leonard. From deep. Good.
I think they're trying to go for the kill here. I mean, they're starting to take a lot more three-point shots than they had been before, looking to run away.
And as long as you keep getting quality looks, the coaches should have no complaints. Play with confidence. Terrific effort on that shot. I mean, he's given up a lot of inches in that mismatch.
Well, height, who cares about height? I mean, it's just a number. Hey, you got to go with what you got. And he took what he had right at him there.
And I feel like there's a reason Joe Johnson has gotten a number of astronomical contracts. It's because he does everything for you. He's like one of those items you buy that touts everything you need, nothing you don't. Well, to me, that's Joe Johnson.
James, and another basket for Milwaukee.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
He'd have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's the screen. Johnson dishes to Winslow. Pass to Johnson. Wide open. Cannot hit. And Milwaukee the other way now. Clark, when you take a look at Joe Johnson, and if you were on a good team, a team that was contending for a championship, where ideally would you like him to be? Where would you slot him?
I'd put him in that first or second scoring role because he's so good and scores so effortlessly. And at some point, I think he's going to hoist that Larry O'Brien trophy.
And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Miami ball.
The Heat making a switch here. Stoudemire's checked in.
Amari Stoudemire.
.157 left here in the fourth quarter. And it's Johnson penetrating. Tries again. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. The Heat also with the sub. Winslow's checked in. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're ahead by a ton. 1:44 left in the game. Buries the long-range jumper.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just not letting up at all.
And stolen by Wright. And now here comes Wright leading the break.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're up by a ton. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter.
You look at Kevin Durant, and he does have a bit of an unusual body type. Still is fairly thin, even after 8 years in the league. Yet up until last season, he'd been one of the more durable players in the league. Kind of like Reggie Miller in that regard.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Yao's checked back in. Durant kicks to Yao. 1:07 left in the fourth. Crew on the 14-footer. Talking about Durant's physical makeup, some scouts were actually worried about his athleticism when he declared for the draft after just 1 year at Texas. At the NBA Combine, Greg, you were talking about this. He posted some of the worst numbers of all the top prospects.
He did, but I tell you what, he did blow people away with his length. 6'10", with a 7-foot 5-inch arm span. I mean, that makes up for a whole lot in this league. And as we've seen throughout his Hall of Fame career, I think it's worked out pretty nice.
I think it has too. Here's Yao, stripped away. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Right against Johnson. In the corner, Winslow with it. Clock at 6. Back to Johnson. And here is Stoudemire. Stoudemire, the screen. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
Nope.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson again, folks, alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Time now to take a quick peek at our Jordan player of the game.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. I'm getting jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for